So what was the appeal about appearing in this particular animated musical? Because it's sort of something like we haven't seen either of you in before.
Well, first of all, I mean, coming from George Lucas and this being Lucasfilm's first animated movie, there was something really exciting about that. I love animated films. I'm a hardcore Disney geek, and I love animated musicals, so getting to do that, was also the draw. And I really loved my character. I loved that, she was a completely different take on the fairy princess, and that she was, a character that I would have loved to have had when I was a little girl, who was more of like a tomboy and a fighter and independent and strong. So that's what kind of drew me to it.
And yeah, me too. Oh, George Lucas wants you to do that. Oh, all right. And I like sort of playing someone very different to what I would not. I like characters that you think are the scary bad ones and they turn out not to be so much. It's an interesting arc for a fairy tale.
The perception is that animated films are easy to do because actors love them and they just have to walk in and use their voices. Is that true? Do you think that's accurate?
Well, it's true in that you just have to walk in and, you don't have to get into makeup, you don't have to, you even don't have to deal with other actors. But, because you do usually, I've never done an animated film when I've actually done it with another actor in the same room, ever.
Yeah.
Not crazy. But, they are really hard because, you've only got your voice to create this whole thing. And it's kind of a sort of fluid process. It's not like a script you just record and that's the end. It's always kind of ongoing and there are all these changes. And then you have to come back to it after such a long time and try and get back into it very quickly. I find that really hard.
Yeah, exactly. On some levels, you're just walking in and, in your clothes and in a booth. But at the same time, we worked on this for years. You don't just do it once and then that's it. You do the same line over and over and over again, trying to find just the right tone and inflection. And so it's much more detailed, I think. So it comes with its own
and especially
challenges.
with the music in this one as well. You'd go back months and months after you've recorded something and just to change one tiny little bit. And yeah, it's different challenges, but like intense ones at the same time.
What was your favorite song to sing? There's so many.
There are so many. It's non-stop.
Yeah.
But I like Strange Magic. I just have become obsessed with it.
Yeah, I love Strange Magic too.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite sequences in the movie.
I wonder if there'll be a soundtrack. I guess there will.
There
be.
is, yeah.
Is
there
it?
will
Is
be.
it?
Mm-hmm. I think you
Will it
can
be on a
pre-order
record?
it now.
You can.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Are we on it?
Yes.
Plug.
Yeah.
Plug.
Quite a bit.
What did you think of the designs of your characters? Did they kind of evolve over the years as well? And did you have any input? Did you have any ideas of what they should look like?
Well, you have input in that they film you every line that you do and every song that you sing, so that they use the way your face moves in the animated thing. So that's quite terrifying. It's great, but it's also a little alarming when you first see it. But
Yeah.
I love how kind of it's a bit more sort of dark, a bit more gothy kind of quality to the design, the whole aesthetic of this film, which I really like. And it's not quite as smooth and cutesy
Right.
Yeah.
as some of them can be.
Yeah.
So I was really happy with that.
It's a fairy tale with an edge,
Yeah.
for sure.